Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. I just thought I'd do a read to coincide with last week's or earlier on this week. I thought that was kind of cool, that read, right? Anyway, this one's called Spiritual Guidance. Okay. It is a spread that I am going to use off my phone. I have found this spread and I thought that I would like to use it. All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks of cards that I'm going to use, and we're going to do a massive spread. All right. So as per normal, I'll shuffle them on camera, and thank you so much for joining me. All right. Let's see where we go. Be able to see all my crystals and shit. All right. So I'm going to start with these ones. These ones are called the Soul Journey. Look. Starting off with courage. Got to have courage to move forward. Okay. So this is an 8-card spread. All right. And it talks about spiritual guidance and what we need to sort out and hidden things. And let's just get started and I'll stop waffling. All right. Okay. Oh, let us fly now. Great. All right. Sometimes we're regretting the indecision, see, about love, whether we want to have courage in ourselves, whether we want to have regretting what we've done in the past, regretting some of the decisions that we've made. Has to all be let go, right? Right, here we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll go this way. All right. So, first card. Second, third, fourth. Can you see that? Turn that a little bit. There we go. Second, third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move these out of the way. 8. Right? So you can see that. And this is the middle. Okay. Bottom of the deck. It's rebirth, right? The death of one situation to embrace the next. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Okay. And the card underneath that is perseverance. So you have to have perseverance within yourself. You have to have perseverance to move further forward, as it were, right? Okay, I'm going to use the Akashic cards, so I'll shuffle them. We're on track. If you're watching this, we're on track. And we're talking about the right seasons right now, okay? So this is a present moment. So this is winter and summer. So one hemisphere is summer and the other hemisphere is winter. Okay? This is what we're talking about. So the time is now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bottom of the deck. Funnily enough, it's Raphael. Okay, he is coming in to help us, to heal us, to help us move through, and it's going to take a little bit of time, right? Just a little bit. So one hemisphere at the moment is coming out of autumn and going into winter, right? And the other one is going from spring into summer. So Raphael is here to help us. Raphael is coming in to say hi and to heal our heart and to heal what needs to be healed, right? Using the energy cards. Whoops. Oh, look. The two cards that have popped are the doors to opportunities, adjacent opportunities. Doors are opening for us, okay? Doors are opening. And we're starting to see abundance. We're starting to see our value. We're starting to see our worth. And enjoying it, I think. Not all lessons on this journey are lovely. Not all of them are blessings. All right. We'll go this way this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the bottom of the deck, oh look. Look. Blossoming abundance. And the card underneath that is deceit. So this talks about keeping things back, keeping things held back from ourselves. Lying, being just betraying yourself a little bit, okay? Which is putting blocks into your abundance, okay? Has to have a death of that situation, right? Has to be a death of that situation. I'm using my Gaia cards. So we might use these ones for clarification, right? So I'll split them on camera and you can see. I'm going to go this way this time. All right. I'll use them at the end, right? Okay, here we go. First position is this is you. This is you. This is where we find ourselves right now, okay? And it talks about our health. It talks about Archangel Michael. And it talks about our sacral chakra. So from what I get from this, I can see a lot of us are having feelings and emotions that we really didn't understand. And some of us have shut it out so much because it's a bit confusing and we haven't had these feelings before. And it's sometimes really, really hard. So it's talking about honoring yourself. It's talking about death and rebirth. It's talking about healing yourself. It's talking about once you have tried to heal yourself and you can see a new way of looking at things. Michael is helping us. Raphael is helping us, okay, to see the beauty in life, to see the beautiful things, to come through, to see what makes us passionate. Okay, these feelings that are coming up, they'll start from the heart and they'll go into your stomach and they'll go behind your belly button and you'll get flutters and really odd feelings. And it's because we're waking up to other people. It's 11:44. We're waking up to other people. We're waking up to other people's feelings, other people's emotions, the way we treat people, the way we treat ourselves. It's opening up to new possibilities. Trying to work out whether we're finding ourselves with feelings and energies. It's the only way I can describe it, that we really aren't sure on who and what and where they've come from, right? So I'll get a card of clarification. These are normal. It's your soul waking up, okay? This is our spiritual journey and this is where we're starting. This is what started us off, is these different feelings, these different emotions. These different emotions and new thoughts, and people are, there are behaviors and habits from other people, including yourself, that no longer resonate with you. And sometimes it gets a bit hard and confusing. The Queen of Air has just come out. Okay, so this is talking about taking things to a higher perspective, seeing things, see how the owl is there, right? This is talking your truth, standing in your truth. Okay? This is standing in your truth. This is cutting through the bullshit. This is seeing things for what it really is, for what they really are. Taking it back to bare minimum and then rebuilding it. Okay? Cutting through crap. Being honest with yourself. Shedding light on things that were in the dark. And the darkness can be old patterns, old behaviors, the way you think about yourself. Cutting through the crap makes it easier for you to see what is right in front of you, I believe. Being honest and upfront with how you're feeling, why these... Sometimes you don't really know why these things happen. You really, really don't. And if you've got to a point in your life where you're looking for something different and you found this channel, then you're on the right path. You needed to hear something from me this morning. Nothing happens by coincidence, nothing at all. We need to make healthier choices for us. We need to make healthier choices and for truth, for honesty, for happiness. We need to make other choices. Okay. Number 2 is the second card, motivating reason for this guidance. And we have fear. Okay. We have, look, winged messengers. So we have 2 angels on the board. We have 2 angels in this reading that have come out, pardon me, sorry. And you know it. You're thinking about things. You're thinking about nurturing things. This is the thinking woman, right? And these are my interpretations. So if the card does not come out with the right meaning, it's because these are my intuitive ways of looking at things. They might not agree with everybody, but this is my intuitive way of looking at things. So we are thinking about nurturing what we've heard. We are thinking about letting go of fear. We are thinking about improving our health, what these feelings are, trying to see the truth or trying to see the situation through the truth. Winged Messages talks about seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay? These are messages that are coming in. Whether they be from spirit, whether they be signs, whether they be from angels. I just thought it was coincidental that we have 2 angels come out in this reading, right? Maybe this is the winged messengers. Okay? We have 2 angels coming out in this reading, and it goes 8 and then 9. So we are moving forward. They are trying to get their messages across. May I have a card of clarification, please? That one. Wisdom. To move from the darkness to the light. To see the light. To see the good in things. Okay? Wisdom is 10. So we've gone 8, 9 and 10. This is incredible. The thinking woman is 47, which equals what? 11. So we are moving closer to finding our spiritual path. We are moving closer. We are releasing things from the past to help us move forward. We are seeking what we need. We are seeing things from a loving point of view. Number 3 is present areas that cause you concern or anxiety. Wow. Knowing what to be grateful for. Knowing what to be thankful for. Are you thankful for the spiritual journey? Are you thankful for things in your life? Are you grateful? We have the Man of Scrolls. Now this man, he knows a lot. He keeps the gates shut, but he knows a lot. Not genderizing, it could be either gender, but he knows a lot. He keeps secrets. He holds the keys to things, right? He contemplates life on how to open the gate behind him. He is ready to expose his secrets to you. Maybe this is the masculine side of you coming out. Maybe you hold too much back. I know that to be grateful for these qualities is hard when you can't see these qualities. You are the keeper of your own secrets, right? You are the key. And look what we've got. This is a man of appreciation. This is a man thinking about his angel. And funnily enough, we have it, what's motivating us, which is the thinking woman, to what's causing us concern. So the feminine side of our bodies are talking about fear and angels and stuff, and 555's just pulled up out the front, which is a manifesting number, right? Believing in miracles. And then the third card in, we have this thinking man who is contemplating what he holds dear. So you guys, it's bringing two parts of your body together. It is the thinking side, and it is the woman, and it is the man. The masculine and the feminine of your body is bringing us together. She's contemplating, this lady here is contemplating walking away, transforming into something new. You see the butterfly? Transforming into something new, walking up those stairs to the light, okay? Which is what the wisdom card shows you, going from the darkness and shedding the light on new possibilities, new education, new ways of being. And this is what she's doing. She has a scroll in her hand, okay? And then we have the King of Scrolls. Maybe this reading is for our twin flame groups. Maybe your whole purpose for this is, and what's motivating you is the fear of being alone, because we have both of them. Maybe if you're a woman, you're contemplating the man that you want to be with. And if you're a man, you're contemplating how beautiful this woman is that you want to be with. Oops, wrong way. Let's see what cards we have to clarify with. Oh, we have a couple. Oh, wow. And it's the King of Fire. Have courage. Have passion. This is what the sacral chakra talks about. The second chakra. It talks about passion. It talks about the fire in your belly. It talks about courage. It talks about your power center. This person can manifest. This person is manifesting stuff. He is the lion in the picture. Okay? Very masculine. So these are the cards that are in present area that's creating this anxiety. And this is the 9. And letting the emotions flow is okay. And what I've just heard, or what I've just got intuitively, is a couple of months ago I said that the next wave of people that are going to be waking up will be men. Okay? The next wave of people that are coming into their spirituality and starting to read and feel energy are men. And a feather's just blown past my door. They're men. And that's definitely what's going on, is you guys are struggling. You guys are struggling a lot because it's not, men don't show emotion. Don't be ridiculous. That's the way we've been taught. That's the way you guys have been taught, right? Suck it up. You'll be right. Move on. You'll deal with it. And all that does, my sweet people, is push it down and create an angry person. Because they can't fully express themselves properly. Right? And this spiritual journey is the road to self-discovery, the road to self-expression, the road to what we see. And you see, making the choice to move, making the choice to move forward. You have your knapsack, you have everything packed up in your bag, and it's moving forward. It's making a concerted effort to move towards something that brings you wish fulfillment, brings you happiness. And it might not be better roses. It really might not be. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. This journey is very hard. Rewarding. So rewarding. But very, very hard. All right? Because it's very hard to make change. It's very hard to see. It's very, very hard to see past it. It really is. The car that pulled up out the front with 555 on its number plate, it is a fluid company. Deals with water. That's what this emotion. That's what emotion is, isn't it? Right? These are all signs and synchronicities to tell you that you're on the right path, as hard as this path is. You know, with spirituality, it's not like you wake up one morning and go, yep, I'm going to be spiritual today. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like it's going to drop into your lap and you're just going to use it and learn it and run from there. It takes hard work. It takes self-assessment. It takes quite a few things. Not to be judgmental, to be compassionate, to be forgiving. Doesn't mean to say that you have to put up with certain behaviours, but you can definitely understand or see it from that person that is creating that behaviour. You can see it from their point of view and why they've done that. Okay, and for you blokes that are waking up, it's very, very hard. Very, very hard, because you're thinking passionately about a woman or your counterpart. And this is what your soul is doing. Your soul is thinking about the counterpart. This is why you're waking up, because your counterpart has started to wake up. And then you come into ego, right? Ego is really, really harsh. The 4th set is what you are unaware of at the present. And this talks about denial, okay, of your spiritual path. Because this is not traditional. The King of Forces talks about being, bringing all into one. Talks about being universal with one, as one, with the sky, with the plants, with the animals. Talks about being as one. Standing in your power, standing in your spirituality and going, you know what? This is me. Hello. Pleased to meet you. Not many people can actually stand there and go, this is who I am. And I've learned very, very recently that facial expressions, words that come out of people's mouths, and their energy that they give off when they're talking is not necessarily the same. And when you're talking to somebody that's holding back, their energy is completely different. And another feather just flew past my door. Completely different. Okay? This is what we're worried about. This is what we're unaware of, is we're denying it. We're denying what we're supposed to be doing. We're denying our rebirth. We're denying, this is not me. This is not happening to me. Are you freaking kidding me? Right? This is not happening to me. That's denial. And at the bottom of denial, it says, I acknowledge my fear, which was the first card that came, one of the first cards that came out. And I replace it with insight and awareness, right? Awareness of everything. This is a man that lives in the present, in the moment, sees things for what they are. All right? Tackles his own nature. And I'm not meaning to genderize, but maybe it's the masculine side going, I'm not quite sure that I can accept on who I am. I'm not quite sure that I can accept this path and move forward. All right, and the card to clarify is the Sentinel. Now this person talks about groundedness. This talks about having the keys to unlock stability, having the keys and loyalty to yourself, having the keys to unlock your heart, having the keys to be brave, knowing that you're different and embracing the difference, embracing that fact, knowing that you're unique, knowing that this is your path, being loyal to the path, being loyal to you, being loyal to your situation, standing in your belief, standing in what you believe is true, or you believe that you can see. Everybody has their own perspective. Everybody has their own spirituality. Everybody has their own journey to go on. And in recent times, I've found that if people come into my life, I have to teach them something about themselves. And they need to teach me something about myself. Spirituality is continuously learning, not stopping, not going, I'm eating a bit and I know it all, because that's just freaking ego, right? But this is all talking about accepting adapting, adjusting. Going with the flow of things. All right. Bottom of the deck is maiden. Have an adventure. Have an adventure. Okay. She sees things for beauty. She sees things as not too much like a child, but she sees things as new. She sees things as fertile. She sees things as being able to grow and move forward. And her path is long and it's very windy and it's tiny. But she takes it all in her stride and she walks forward. Didn't mean to genderize, but the archetypes are there, okay? The fifth card that's out is your best course of action or advice from these cards. Okay, the first card out talks about pride. This is, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is talking about don't be too proud to tell your story. Don't be too proud to ask for help. Have pride in yourself and be proud of what you've done. Just don't let your pride stand in the way of you moving forward into emotion, into stepping into who you're supposed to be. Your real life, your real guidance. Okay? This all happens in divine timing. The time is now. All right? The time is now. We had two cards that have given us time frames that have fallen out this morning. One was summer and winter and the other was spring and autumn. These talks about seasons. These talk about changing from hot to cold, tepid to warm, which talks about emotion, right? Okay, the time is now. The sun is up. The leaves are starting to turn green. Okay, the time is now. The information is coming to you. You're looking for a new way of viewing things. And here is the strategy. Okay, new strategies, new plans, new directions. This is your best course of action, is to take action and change direction. Take action. Use you being proud of yourself to move you forward. See your accomplishments for what they are. This is changing direction. This is moving to another stage. This is moving beyond another part of your journey. And the Queen of Earth just fell out. May I have clarified cards, please? Which stands alongside the Sentinel, which talks about material groundedness, working hard, nurturing yourself. What did I say? Nurturing yourself. And here is the One of Earth. This talks about a new beginning in planting seeds. This talks about a new beginning with creating ideas. This talks about grounding yourself enough to move forward, seeing your worth, to move forward, to start again. Okay? These are the actions. You need to plant your seeds so you can move forward. The action of the present, right? So you can move forward, so you can see. You can look past ego and fear, denial, pride. This is moving faster than what you believe it is. Very fast. And some of us are sort of struggling a little bit to keep up. Okay? The sixth card is the best way to proceed or use the advice in the present. Is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Right? The best way to proceed. It's grieve for what's been lost. You will find balance under new beginning, a new plan, new emotion, new way of seeing things, new abundance. This is the best card in the energy deck because it talks about wish fulfillment. It talks about the emotions being contained in a bowl, being warmed and nurtured. This talks about bringing life to things, which is planting seeds, right? Bringing balance, doing the work, sitting there ready to go through your Akashic records, sitting there ready to close down timelines, grieving what needs to be grieved, and then move forward away from this grief. Okay? It talks about rebirth too, right? So I understand that losing something is the opportunity to appreciate it. Lessons learned. Learning lessons will bring balance. Seeing your own worth, seeing your own abilities, seeing where you are at this point in time will bring you balance. Dealing with the emotions. Making a new plan. Now, this talks about new plans, new strategies. This talks about new beginnings. This talks about new beginnings. And this talks about new beginnings. New strategies, new plans on moving forward, new plans on what you're going to do about situations, new ways of looking at things. May I have a clarifier card for the best way to proceed? Look, this is what grief says, right? Okay. Now, this card here talks about, see how he has two daggers, right? I hope you can get the glare off of that, sorry. It talks about two daggers. He has one dagger up and the other dagger is in his hand. This talks about spirituality being not the easiest thing to grasp, okay? You don't get the good, you have to take the good with the bad. This talks about paradoxes, the light and the dark, the good with the bad. The indecision, the decision, the action, the non-action. Okay? This is the Eight of Swords in the normal tarot, which talks about, the Eight of Swords in the normal tarot talks about self-made prisons. Okay? Entrapment beliefs. Things that are holding you stuck. Whereas this card enlightens that a little bit because it cuts you. Okay? It makes you see that you have to work hard for what you believe in. You have to work hard for your spirituality, and eventually it will get there. You have to work hard for this new plan. You have to work hard to find balance. And it's not, sometimes it's really not a happy process. But at the end it will be. At the end it will be. Talking to people about what is stressing you out, talking to people about your emotions, talking to people, listening to other people's advice and then making your own decisions. This is the counselor. Being honourable, being loyal, see? These two cards stand. This stands beside it stands beside the King and Queen of Pentacles. This one stands beside the King and Queen of Water, counsels them in their emotions, counsels them in their intuition, counsels them through it. Maybe this is talking about heeding other people's words and listening to them. Listening for guidance, listening for a way to travel forward with minimal upset. That's kind of hard because we as humans have to learn the hard way. It kind of takes, I don't know about you guys, but it kind of takes me a Chuck Norris punch to the face before I work shit out. And unfortunately, that has left me heartbroken a few times. Right? But it's all a learning process. It's all the way to move forward. Now the 7th card is guidance on how we proceed into the future. Look at that, would you? Empathy. And this talks about I am open to seeing both sides of every situation. Empathy brings compassion. Empathy brings forgiveness. Empathy brings love. Empathy brings a new way of viewing things. When you show empathy towards somebody, you feel them. You feel the way they are. You can sympathize. Right? And empathy, this talks about being on the right track. With empathy, being on the right track, heading in the right direction. We are heading in the right direction. And I do really believe that the next lot of people that are opening up to spirituality and are men. And they are going to be the next energy workers. There are going to be a lot more men that are sensitive to energy, to experiences. And a broken heart. This doesn't necessarily mean that your heart will break. This just means that you're bringing two sides of the masculine. This is the way I read it. You're bringing two sides of the masculine and feminine into one, instead of being two and split between two different sides, whether you are spiritual or whether you're not. The card that's just pulled up out the front has same written on it. So what did I say? You have to see every situation from both sides. Okay? The numbers on the card are 622, which equal 10. Completion, right? And the card next to it is 146, which is 11. So the thing is, things are moving forward. These two cards have just pulled up, as I've just saying. So we're going to bring our hearts back together. We're going to bring both sides of our heart back together, which is the masculine and the feminine, bridging the gap between our mind and our heart, our soul and our heart. I'll get a clarifier. This is the way we need to proceed to the future. Too many. Now have a clarifier, please, for empathy. When you're ready. There we go. Look at that. Spiritual, passionate beginning. Manifesting stuff. Spiritually, seeing things from a different point of view. I just spoke about the next wave of energy workers are going to be men. Empathies. Empaths. Sensitive. New beginnings. In spirituality, new beginnings in love, new beginnings in seeing things. It'll be almost like you've been rebirthed. And look, it's yourself. Look at that. Rebirth, finding yourself, finding what is beautiful, nurturing yourself. See, she's different, right? She's unique. She's beautiful. She's sitting within the wheel, within the portal. She's listening. She's experiencing. She sees things from her heart, not from her mind, from her heart, not from her eyes, from inside. She sees things from her soul. The dragons give her strength. The blue roses give her truth. The white doves give her guidance from angels. Winged messages, right? Messengers. Okay? How beautiful is that? The guidance that you need to proceed. We're going to step into our spirituality. Regardless of how hard this road is, we are stepping into it. Okay? And the last card, expected results if guidance is followed. So if you follow all this guidance and you follow through to completion, you're doing a service to yourself. I feel good when I help others. You're doing a service to yourself. All right? You're being of service. You can help others go through the same path. And I've spoken to you guys before about being the rock in a pond and creating the ripples. Once the rock's been dropped, the ripples create. You can be that person. You can be the ripple maker for the next person. You can be their solidity. You can pick another, but once you've gone through this beautiful journey, regardless of how hard it is, it's still beautiful. Okay? Once you've ascended to the top and you've climbed all your mountains and you're standing at the top, be victorious. Get in, right? Woohoo! We've made it. It's taken blood, sweat, tears, emotion, people falling away, bad behaviors going, and I see you. I see it. And this is where you'll be at the end of it. If you can follow these, if you're brave enough to want something new, to want something different for yourself. I'm not talking about spells, and I'm not talking about witchcraft, and I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about you guys being faithful to you, climbing mountains so you can see from a higher perspective. Higher perspective. Okay? He's so high you can almost touch the clouds. How beautiful is that? This is you almost done, guys. Seeing things from a different point of view, seeing things from a higher perspective, and it will bring you strength. Another winged messenger. Strength and courage. You'll be a stronger person at the end of it to come out of this. To defend yourself but against other people, but have the knowledge to do so, have the knowledge to move forward. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 12, 20, it's 12. 34. That's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4. Having strength to move forward, having strength and the ability and the courage to believe in yourself. And that's where it all unfolds, guys. Right? It all unfolds there. Look. Choice. Knowledge. So it's your choice to go and seek. It's your choice to go through these endings and beginnings. It's your choice to release your fear and listen to your heart and your soul, to find the wisdom, to go through the emotions, to wake up, to release the guilt, to release pride, to release ego, to release things that no longer serve you. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean people. It just means to say that you got to release, you have to know your worth, and you have to know that the people that are in your vibration, some of them are lower vibration, some of them are higher. And if they don't resonate with you, then it's your choice to seek something new, to find new knowledge, to create something new. Create, right? It's your choice. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't deceive yourself either. This talks about trickery. This talks about betraying. Okay, don't listen to bullshit knowledge. Listen to what you feel. And you know what? I don't know whether you guys know this or not, or whether you guys put this into practice or not, but when you talk to somebody, you get an instant feeling from them, right? You get an instant feeling. And you either believe them, or you resonate with them, or you don't. These are the feelings that you have to trust, not betray them. These are the feelings that we have to work through, not betray them. May I just get some extra messages, please? Huh. Not relying so much on money, because it can create burdens. Moving away from burdens, it can create them. We'll get the proper meaning for this if you like. I really like these cards, hey? But I would rather give you the proper meaning than a meaning that is not here. So we have 34. Okay, this means business worries, money. Okay. This also means spiritual realization, spiritual organizations, right? Spiritual realization. We have the Six of Clubs and the King of Diamonds, which is the King of Wands. Creating something beautiful, something else away from burdens, right? Creating something. Religious organizations, difficult businesses. These are different. These are choices that you have to make, and they're not going to be the easiest, and they're not going to be the nicest, but they are going to have to be made, because your soul is not going to let you. The bottom of the deck is the coffin, right? This is death and rebirth, the ending of one to the moving of another, to the opening up of another, new beginnings, spiritual guidance. Okay, spiritual guidance. I'll get a card of wisdom for you. How's that? All right. I think I'm going to take My lunar cards, right? Actually, no, I'm not. Because this is a healing one, right? Sorry for, I didn't even pull these cards out before. These are beautiful. Look, they're called Whispers of Healing. And the pictures in these cards are just to die for. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. See, I try very, very hard, guys, to see the beauty in everything. I try very, very hard to see people for who they are, not what they were. And sometimes that breaks my heart. Has broken my heart in the past. Has broken my heart recently. Because sometimes we don't like what we see, but we try and accept the person for who they are. Now that's a lesson learned. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but I've done this recently. Changing your heart, changing the way you're supposed to be. Wow. Look at that. Vibration. Changing your vibration. Now, I said this earlier. Some people just don't resonate with your vibration levels, right? It's card number 14, so it's 5. And she's beautiful, look. Now, things that vibrate or follow energy signals are bats. They're moths. They're insects. They're ants. They're butterflies. The moon follows vibration. The moon varies. Everything follows vibration. Everything has to run in sync. And this is what talking about your body too. Your body must run in sync. Otherwise you feel a little bit wayward, right? Now I really want to read you this from the book because this is beautiful, okay? It is normal for your energy to fluctuate throughout the course of the day. When you are in the process of healing, it is easy to fall into a period of low energy. Your energy naturally lowers to assist your body and mind with healing. However, this comes with challenges, and it is easy to start feeling depressed. This card is prompting you to raise your vibration. Raising your energy, even a little, will assist in the healing process. For me to raise my vibration, I sing, I dance like an idiot. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Elevating your vibration can provide you with a direct link to your guides and your higher self. The shift in vibration may help you receive guidance on your healing, build up and utilize the relationships with your higher self or the relationship to your higher self. You will find your conscious mind can recognize and apply the information your higher self receives. As you continue to raise your vibration, you will find you have a better grasp on everything. A magical fairy travels on the back of a bat, encouraging trust in psychic gifts, faith in your own ability. Bats are very sensitive to vibration. As you raise your vibration, you will build confidence with your instincts. The fairy and the bat are accompanied by moths. Like bats, moths are nocturnal. Moths usually show up in your life when you are hiding. This may suggest that you have not been facing up to something. You are hiding out, and it is time for you to get back into living. Find something that can motivate you. Fill your heart and mind with light and feel the energy shift to a better place. How awesome is that to finish out this fabulous reading? See? It is your choice to find knowledge. It is your choice to move towards this new spiritual awakening. It is your choice to raise your vibration. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. All right? You guys are awesome. You're doing a fantastic job. All right? It's not an easy process. It really, really isn't. Rewarding. And this is what this man talks about. Right? You can't get reward without pain. You can't get, you really can't. You have to work for a living to get your money, right? You have to apply yourself so you can be happy, right? And if you can be happy within yourself, by yourself, then you're ready for something else. You're ready for someone else. So the beautiful gentlemen that are waking up, just like our lovely ladies that are waking up, this process is hard. This process is very rewarding, very rewarding. But at the end of the day, it is your choice to move forward. At the end of the day, it is your choice to do something about it. Right? And if you've watched this and you've spent the whole hour with me, then you clearly needed to hear what I had to say. Right? Might not be the nicest thing, but you clearly needed to hear it. So you know what? I raised my coffee cup to you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Have a think about what I've said. Have a think about some of the things that you can do to change your life, to make you a bit happier. Right? Give you a new lease on life and give you a new way of looking at things. And to our sweet men that are out there that are starting to wake up, these feelings are incredible. They are like nothing else that you've ever experienced before. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. Put a smile on your face, guys, and do something sweet for yourselves this weekend. Right? Nurture yourself. Spend 5 minutes going, you know what? I'll turn my phone off. I'll turn everything off. I need 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, just to be with my own thoughts and be with me. It's a beautiful way to be, right? Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. See you next week. Bye.